Hello, and welcome to my Trying to Conceive journey with Bonnie. This is episode number 19. Yes, that's right, 19. So you've got 18 more episodes to catch up on. We do these little vignettes sharing our stories about pregnancy, about trying to conceive, offering you a different, new, and harmonious way to have your trying to conceive journey or your pregnancy journey. What's out there is a lot of fear. It's a lot of race consciousness about age, about what's going to happen. And so we are living testaments that it doesn't have to be that way. I was 41 when I conceived my daughter Mecca, 42 when I had her. Bonnie is 42 on her trying to conceive journey, and we are just thrilled to be here with you. My name is Sandra Jones-Keller, and I'm the Intuitive Pregnancy Coach with the CCFL Global Academy. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Sandra. Thanks for being here.
How are you today?
Oh, I am absolutely doing wonderful, and I love the message that we're going to share today.
I'm absolutely thrilled also. So last week in episode 18, you can go back and catch this on YouTube, we talked about forced energy, trying to make things happen. So this week, we are going to talk about inspired action. We are going to talk about letting go and letting God. So what do you have to say about that, Bonnie?
Well, I'd like to take you back to my first year and a half in my trying to conceive journey, where it was like I thought I was going to get pregnant the very first month that I decided to try after a reversal tubal ligation, right? And so when I didn't get pregnant the very first month, I kind of went into temper tantrum mode and remained there for about a year and a half. And it's kind of like a 2-year-old who wants a cookie just before dinner, you know, stomping your feet. I want a baby now, you know, what's wrong with me kind of thing. So I wanted to take you there first.
Okay, and so we talked about forced energy, trying to make things happen. And so now I would say you're in more of a state of inspired action, especially from what you shared last week, talking about how you're naturally drawn to eating better, how you're doing things differently with your body. So talk a little bit about inspired action, and then I'll talk about inspired action.
Yes, just before I met Sandra, I was probably taking about 15 supplements and, you know, wrapping blankets around my uterus and reading books that said you have time and oh my gosh, all of this stuff, and like nothing was happening. So when I met with Sandra, my first question was, okay, great, I finally have somebody to validate, you know, what I think I need to do. So do I need to go get my hormones tested? That kind of thing. And when Sandra brought me back to, and I love this statement, and this isn't religious, but it is spiritual. So when she brought me back to the source, you know, source energy, and I realized I was really sabotaging myself. There was no way that I could manifest a healthy pregnancy in the state of mind that I was in. And so even several months after I started working with you, Sandra, I maintained the forced energy where I was forcing myself to eat greens and I was forcing myself to do this. And then about 2 or 3 months ago, I kind of just let it all go, and I said, you know, I'm not going to force anything. And I just started eating junk food again and stuff. Like, I really almost give up. I'm not trying anymore. And then lately, just the last couple of months, and if you go back through and watch this whole journey, you'll see the different physiology and everything. But just the last couple of months or so, I've been able to find unconditional love. Like, I love my body whether I'm pregnant or not. You know, I love my cycle because it shows me that my body's working properly. And now I find myself just eating a lot of greens, you know, buying a NutriBullet and feeling so good, like my spirit's roaring in happiness that I'm doing this, rather than forcing myself to eat greens and, you know, not eating the junk food because I'm trying to get pregnant. It feels like my body is like craving the good stuff, and I'm starting to move in a better direction just for me to be healthy. And I know that God's going to give me a baby. I know, where I never knew before. I hoped and I wished.
Absolutely. And so when we talk about inspired action, we're talking about going into a state of grace, literally, where we stop. We stop all the thinking, we stop all the analyzing, we stop all the trying to figure it out, and we ask our higher selves, we ask Spirit, okay, what is the next step for me to do? And when we enter into this state of grace, then we have inspired action. And this has really been on my mind this week because I found myself getting caught up in, what do I need to do to grow my business? What do I need to do? How do I need to fix this? How do I need to analyze it? And so I was in my left brain and I was trying to make things happen. And I had to bring myself back. I always say, what would I tell Bonnie? What would I tell my clients? So I had to stop. I had to bring myself back to nothingness. Okay? I am just going to sit here and listen to my higher self and see what message is there for me. And so as I let go of the analyzing and the mental gymnastics that I was doing, trying to figure things out, I could actually start hearing spirit. I could actually start hearing my higher self. And then once I heard what it is for me to do, then I would take what I call inspired action. I would make that phone call, or I would make a post on Facebook. But my actions became inspired. My actions became, what does my heart feel like? What is my higher self? Instead of just doing those things. And inspired action is so important in this day and age because everyone's got a system for doing everything. You can look on YouTube and find 100 different ways to get pregnant fast. And that may have worked for those women in particular, but what is your body telling you? And so that's what we always want to get back to. Not what everyone else is doing, not what works for society or the masses, but what is your higher self? What is your unborn baby guiding you to do? And then it becomes inspired action versus following the masses or versus following someone else's program or plan.
Yeah, I had a cookie, a fortune cookie card one time, or one of those fortunes in the fortune cookie, and it said, "Stop looking for happiness. Happiness will find you." That's how I'm going to close today's video.
Absolutely, because when we are willing and open to listen to our inner guidance, to listen to our intuition, to listen to that soft whispering voice that leads us in the right direction, because our body is in partnership with us, our higher selves are in partnership with us. Everything around us supports us, but we have to take a moment to stop and listen so that we can take inspired action, so that our actions are actually supporting our soul purpose, not our ego purpose. So we're going to end there today. If you like these videos, please like, please share, because there are millions of women out there that could use this information that are looking for a different way. And as a matter of fact, I've started an online pregnancy support group that I'm very excited about. We meet the first and third Thursday of each month at 8 o'clock. Click on the link below to find out more about this. And it's an amazing way to be supported by like-minded women on your journey. So share the information. Visit my website to get proven tips to establish a deeper spiritual bond with your baby. Until next week, have a fantastic day. Thank you.